Hey guys, what is up and welcome back to the channel. I hope all of you are doing amazing today. Right now in this video we are going to check out the brand new patch notes for Season 2. Now these were posted by the Korean version of the game, but these will be for global, for Garena, as well as for the Korean version of the game. So anyways, let's hop right into that, and I do want to say this video is going to be super long. So anyways, starting off firstly with brand new ranked season. It is going to be going from March all the way up until May 2021. Then we have new season rewards for ranked. First we are going to have the QXR, Rolling Steel, as well as Kruger, Burst Steel. Then for the new seasonal challenge, we are going to have one later on in the season where we are going to have the brand new Marksman Rifle being the SPR 208, as well as the new perk being Recon. And the perk, when an enemy is defeated, the surrounding enemy is scanned and displayed on the mini map. So anyways, moving on, we're also going to have some new multiplayer maps. Firstly, we are going to have Shootout, and you guys can read about the map over there. And then nextly, we are going to have the new version of Shipment as well from Modern Warfare 2019. Moving on, some more, we are going to have a new mode called Sniper Shootout. Use only the sniper rifles obtained in the game to annihilate or capture targets. Okay, on some more, we're gonna have a new loadout function. Outline of the design. You can select and change a pattern conveniently by clicking the outline icon in the loadout. Also, recently acquired items. The notification dismissal icon displays all recently acquired items by the player, including weapons, attachments, soldiers, and camouflages. And then also available designs. You can check the newly available designs in the loadout. So okay, that's going to be new loadout function. Then for BR, we're also going to have a new mode called Tank Battle. I did show this off on the channel already, but if you guys do want to read about that, it is on the screen now as well. Also, the new vehicle in BR is going to be the cargo truck. And also from now on, we're actually going to be able to equip pistols in the supply weapons. So you're going to be able to set a pistol as a custom weapon for BR. Good move over there. Then weapon list updates. So firstly, these are going to be updates, I think, to the actual guns, the floor loot in the game. So general, I believe, is the normal gray weapons, like it doesn't have a ranking. That's going to be the AK-117, the SKS, the M4 LMG, as well as the GKS. Now advanced, I believe, is uncommon, and that's going to be the AK-47, the Man of War, and so on. Then we have rare, over here the AK-117, the BK-57, and more. Also we can see the new gun, the ASVAL, is going to be available over there. Then also epic, we can see those, plus legendary as well, and the SPR as well as the ASVAL are both going to be legendary guns in BR as loot. Moving on to improvements and optimizations, and this is where stuff gets hectic. So this is where the buffs and the nerfs are located, but I do want to say from now on the translations get kind of hectic and very confusing as well. Some of the stuff just doesn't make any sense, but anyways, let's start off with multiplayer. So firstly, increased vertical recoil control of the OWC designated shooter rifle barrel attachment for the MSMC. So yes, very hectic stuff. What I think this means is we're going to have increased vertical recoil control on the MSMC when you do use the OWC rifle barrel. Moving on, aiming shot time reduction for the YKM combat butt attachment for the S36, the UL736, the RPD, and the M4 LMG have been increased. So I believe the ADS time has been increased when you use the YKM combat stock. That could be a buff, because if it's increased, you're aiming faster, but then again, it could also mean you're aiming slower, so it might be a nerf, but I do think it means you're going to aim faster when you use the YKM combat stock, but again, I could be wrong. Moving on, the negative effect of the OWC designated shooter rifle barrel attachment for the HPR-A3 has been reduced. So the negative effect on the OWC rifle barrel has been reduced, so that's a good thing over there. Moving on, some more. The DLQ-33's damage increases to 90 and wall penetration damage increases as well. That is definitely a buff to the DLQ-33. Then, aim shot time reduction for the DRH without the butt board attachment has been increased. So buttboard means stock. So this is going to be the DRH without a stock has been increased for your ADS time. So I believe your ADS time is going to be quicker for the no stock attachment on the DRH. So basically what I think it means, that specific attachment, the no stock attachment, is going to have a faster ADS time. So yeah, okay, moving on some more. Next it does say screen shake is reduced when an attachment without the butt plate for DRH is hit. So basically screen shake is going to be reduced when you do have the attachment that is going to be without a stock. So the no stock attachment for the DRH, when you're hit, the screen shake is going to be less. Moving on, the accuracy of the ICR1 no plate, so no stock attachment, and the KRM battle butt plate attachment has been slightly reduced. So some very hectic, confusing stuff over there. Moving on, screen shake slightly increases when an attachment without the butt plate for the ASM-10 is hit. Moving on to the Arctic 50, reduces when damage multiplier for the legs of 50 wall penetration damage and MIP blocking magazine attachment. Then it says lethality is now reduced when hitting a leg through a wall. Also Arctic 50's intercept shots ammo capacity reduced from 20 to 15 and max capacity reduced from 40 to 30. So basically the Arctic 50 is getting a nerf, and I know a lot of people are going to be happy about that one. Also aiming shot time increased from 12% to 30% and firing interval increases from 40% to 50%. Again, Arctic 50 nerf. On some more, War Machine explosion radius has been reduced, so nerf for the War Machine. Also War Machine damage reduction effect has been reduced. So overall War Machine is getting a nerf in Season 2. Then the damage range of gravity spikes has been reduced. Again, nerf to the gravity spikes. Then the Annihilator's damage to stealth helicopters, XS-1 Goliath, VTOL, shield turrets, and transformer shields has been slightly reduced. So the damage to those items has been reduced on the Annihilator, so nerf for the Annihilator. Then soldiers with dead silence perk no longer hear their footsteps and their audible range of running is reduced. So basically dead silence is getting a buff in Season 2. Moving on, you can jump while moving along the walls, so some optimization next to walls, I guess. Also optimized speed control when moving next to a wall or obstacle. Okay, yeah, optimizations are happening at walls and next to obstacles. Moving on, optimize the player's hitbox when switching between standing, sitting, and prone positions. Also increases the number of frames per second for the character. I don't know if that means 120 Hertz or if it just might be something to do with characters, like optimization of characters. Not too sure, to be honest with you guys, on that. Moving on, enemy movements and movements are improved more precisely and smoothly. Moving on, optimize sound effects for various locations so that players can more accurately locate enemies. Okay, fix an issue that could cause players to get stuck when passing through a window. So that's a good one because I always end up getting stuck in windows, so I'm very happy about that. Fix an issue that caused soldiers to get stuck for a while when crossing the shortcut next to the laundry in Raid. So an issue has been fixed on Raid. Fixing crash error in some specific scenes in Takeoff. Okay, fix the crash error in certain scenes on Tunisia. That's going to be everything for multiplayer. Some stuff doesn't make the best sense because of the translation, other stuff makes perfect sense. But anyways, moving on to Battle Royale. Firstly, accuracy of aiming shots of all weapons has been increased. Very good thing. Moving on, increased horizontal recoil control for every single weapon in Battle Royale. Popular weapons such as AK-47, AK-117 have lower control gain than other weapons. It seems like the AK-47 and the AK-117 are getting a nerf in BR. Okay, the target designation time of the FHJ-18 is changed to 1 second. Moving on, FHJ-18's projectile firing speed is reduced to 110 meters per second and accelerations to maximum speed after firing. Okay, moving on. The accuracy rates of submachine guns and shotguns are greatly increased, so buff, I believe, to submachine guns and shotguns in BR. Sniper rifle recoil control is greatly increased, so more recoil control when using snipers. Tempest damage and damage radius is increased, so buff to Tempest. Then Annihilator's range has been increased and enemies can now be eliminated with 2 shots at any distance, so more range on the Annihilator, and it does the same damage, so 2 shots at any distance when using the Annihilator, so a buff to the Annihilator. Moving on, increased projectile distance for all killing and tactical weapons. So to be honest, I'm not too sure what that actually means, but it does say tactical, so maybe like grenades and stuff like that, we're going to be able to throw them further, because it does say increased projectile distance or more damage, I don't know. Something along the lines of that, I do believe. Moving on. When the cluster bomb sticks to an object, a warning is displayed and the direction of the bomb is displayed on the screen. Moving on. Discarded firearms no longer display remaining ammunition. Moving on. Wingsuit landing behavior has been optimized, a good thing. Optimize server tick rates as well. Moving on. Optimize the player's hitbox when switching between standing, sitting and prone positions. Okay, good thing. Moving on. The number of frames per second of the character increases and movement of the enemy are improved more precisely and smoothly. So again, they do talk about that whole frames per second of the character increases, plus also movement of the enemy are improved more precisely and smoothly. Then, optimize sound effects for various locations so the player can more accurately locate enemies. So, okay, that's going to be everything for Battle Royale. Again, some stuff makes perfect sense, other stuff not the best sense. But anyways, on some more to game mode optimizations. Firstly, we have radio silence. The battery limit function has been added to the night sight equipment, but the undead of the night attack is exempt. So this seems to be something with the night modes in COD Mobile. Not too sure exactly what it means. Moving on. The EMP can temporarily paralyze night sight equipment. So again, more stuff to do with the night mode in COD Mobile. Score streaks, items, and throne mines now display team colors even with night sights turned on. Okay, fix an issue with the visual effects of weapon design and firing effects when overexposed when the night sight equipment was turned on. Okay, fix an issue that caused the score streak control touchscreen to appear blurry when turning on the night sight equipment. Okay, a lot of stuff to do with the night mode in COD Mobile, some optimizations and fixes happening in that specific game mode. Then we have main base. I believe main base is either domination or hardpoint. And over here they say a new scoring rule called continuous control has been added to the main base's game mode. Again, that's either domination or hardpoint. Then, soldiers who continue to occupy key points receive additional points, and also fix an issue where soldiers were spawned too far from the target. So spawns are finally being fixed for domination and for hardpoint, or for either one of those two modes I'm talking about over here, but I believe it's either domination or hardpoint, but the spawns are finally being fixed, and that is a really freaking good thing. And also for prop hunt, we are going to have a new map, and that's going to be Tunisia. Prop hunt is going to be available on that specific map. So okay, that's going to be everything for game mode optimizations, and now we're moving on to the last piece, and that's going to be ranked match. So starting it off at number 1 being multiplayer. Optimized the algorithm for evaluating a player's combat power and ability at all ranks, including legendary rank. So basically, what I think this means is basically we're going to have faster queue times. That just basically means you're going to be able to find a game a lot quicker. So that's good news. Also, legendary players with a score of around 6,500 or less often matched with legendary players with a very high score, and also the UI has been optimized in the ranking lobby. Then number 2 being Battle Royale, optimize the rank point calculation algorithm. As a whole, players will be able to earn more rank points in the new season. So in the new season, we're going to be able to earn more rank points in Battle Royale. So overall guys, that's going to be all the patch notes for Season 2. Like I said quite a few times in this video already, some stuff makes perfect sense and is very easy to understand, while other stuff could mean one thing or the other. So we're just going to have to wait and see with some of this stuff what's going to happen, but overall we have an idea of what's coming and what's happening, the optimizations, the buffs, the nerfs, all of those different changes. We have an idea of what's coming and what's happening in Season 2. So anyways, if you are still here at this point in the video, a like would mean a lot to me, and also if you're new, please consider smacking that sub button and joining the family. But otherwise, that's going to be all from me. Thank you for watching, and Squally out. Cheers!